New York City, a concrete jungle pulsing with electric energy, where even the shadows hold secrets. Beneath the electric glow, a masterful manipulator plots, confident in his deceit.
They think I'm trapped, but they don't suspect my real power.
These aren't just any heroes. The Fantastic Four are about to face their greatest illusionist yet. But from the rooftops, a familiar crimson and blue blur surveys the scene.
All right, Chameleon. Time to play a little game of who's who, and you're already losing.
The web slinger arrives, ready to unravel a mystery forged in deception and danger. New York City, a concrete jungle pulsating with life, but beneath its vibrant surface, darkness stirs.
All right, time to swing into action and see what mischief is afoot.
Through the towering skyscrapers, a lone figure streaks, a crimson and blue blur against the twilight sky.
Hand it over, fancy suit. Nobody needs to get hurt. Yeah, man, just give him the cash.
Whoa, easy there, fellas. Didn't your mamas ever teach you not to steal from heroes?
But even for the web slinger, the night is young, and the shadows hold secrets yet unrevealed. New York City, a concrete jungle alive. New York City, a tapestry of glittering lights and deep, encroaching shadows. Here, in a quiet bedroom, a young man grapples with a destiny he never chose. He's Peter Parker, a student by day but by night, a symbol of a power he wishes he'd never gained.
Uncle Ben is dead, and all because I was too late to save him. My Spider-Man costume, I wish there were no such thing.
It began with a bite, a turn of fate that granted him the agility and strength of a spider. But that power meant for showmanship led to a darkness he can never outrun.
But while I was busy showing off, an armed burglar fired one fatal shot at Uncle Ben when he was surprised robbing our house. As soon as I learned what had happened, I sped through the city via my spider's web, lusting for vengeance.
You won't escape Spider-Man.
I got you.
Why you ain't human?
So now Uncle Ben is gone, and Aunt May and I are alone. And I soon caught the killer and turned him over to the police.
Please give me a little more time. I'll pay the rent next week if you'll only wait.
With his uncle gone, the weight of the world and its bills falls squarely on his young, web-slinging shoulders. New York City, a concrete jungle where dreams are forged and hearts can shatter. Aunt May's words echo in Peter Parker's mind, a heavy burden on his young shoulders.
Aunt May, there's only one thing to do. I've got to quit school and get a job.
No, Peter, you mustn't. Your uncle always dreamed of you being a scientist someday. You must continue your studies.
But I've got to help Aunt May somehow. Wait, with my powers as Spider-Man, I can do anything.
A fleeting thought of ill-gotten gains flickers, a tempting, darker path, but his inherent goodness prevails.
I can go anywhere, nothing can stop me. No, there's only one other way. I've got to perform again. I've got to bring my Spider-Man act before the public once more. I'll call a booking agent tonight.
Days later, the whispers in the halls of school reveal a different kind of opportunity, a public spectacle.
Hey gang, look, Spider-Man's gonna put on a show at the town hall tonight. And the admission is only $1. Let's all go.
Count me out, kids, I can't make it.
You might have known he'd rather study. Aw, who needs that walk-in bookroom anyway? It'll be more fun without him.
The sting of their words, a familiar isolation, but the true cost of his choices is yet to be revealed. New York City hums with an electric energy that never sleeps, but tonight, even the city's vibrant pulse is overshadowed by a thrilling spectacle.
I couldn't very well be doing this act and sitting in the audience also.
The show is over and the promised reward hangs in the air, a tantalizing but complicated offer.
It's time to pay you, Spiderman, but I can't give you cash. I've got to give you a check, so there's a record for taxes. What name should I write the check out to?
Name? I can't tell you my real name. No one must know my identity. Just make out the check to Spider-Man.
Okay, you're the boss, but you'll have a mighty tough time cashing it.
A tough time cashing it, eh? Well, we'll just see about that. I'd like to cash this check.
What about my costume? I'll have to see some identification. But as Spider-Man finds that he cannot cash his desperately needed check.
Just across town, a man at a typewriter is making still more trouble for him.
When I'm through with this article, Spider-Man will be run out of town.
And the next night, might as well go on back where you came from, Spider-Man. There'll be no show tonight or any night. What happened?
New York City, a pulsating heart of ambition and fear, where headlines scream louder than sirens. In the echoing chambers of the Daily Bugle, a tempest brews, fueled by ink and outrage.
This newspaper has everyone so steamed up, they'll probably toss him in jail if he shows his face.
Across town, the city's most vocal publisher incites a public fervor, twisting truth into a weapon.
We cannot allow that masked menace to take the law into his own hands. He is a bad influence on our youngsters. I say that Spider-Man must be outlawed. There is no place for such a dangerous creature in our fair city.
I don't get it. How do other superhuman guys like the Fantastic Four and the Ant-Man get away with it? Nobody bothers them, and they always seem to make enough dough.
While the city roils with accusations, a solitary hero questions the very nature of heroism and public perception, a lone voice against the storm. The battle for hearts and minds rages on, but beneath the venom of the press, a hero's resolve begins to waver, a whisper of doubt in the urban roar. New York City, a city of dreams and desperation, where even a hero struggles to make ends meet.
If I can't make a living as Spider-Man, the only other thing to do is find a part-time job. Time to hit the want ads.
But for young Peter Parker, the search for employment proves to be a frustrating dead end.
Sorry, Sonny, I ain't looking for a school kid. The job I advertised is for a man.
Then a familiar face catches his eye amidst the urban bustle.
Say that looks like. It's Aunt May. I wonder where she's going. Oh no, she's pawning her jewelry.
Aunt May, looking desperate, is forced to part with her precious heirlooms. The weight of her financial struggle is palpable, an urgent call to action for her beloved nephew. New York, a city alive with ambition, now buzzes with anticipation as a special flight prepares for the heavens. Among the hopeful crowd, a familiar face observes, a young man burdened by his extraordinary secret.
It sure must take a lot of courage to go up in one of those babies. I'll bet even Spider-Man would think twice before volunteering for this ride, huh?
I suppose so.
The countdown begins, a symphony of impending destiny as a father sends his son into the stars.
15 minutes to blast off. All unauthorized personnel clear the field.
This is it, John. Make your country proud of you, son, as proud as I, your father, am today.
I'll do my best, Daddy, I promise.
Good luck to you, boy.
Minutes later, the impossible is achieved, a perfectly executed launch, sending John Jameson soaring into the silent expanse of orbit. New York City, a glittering expanse under the velvet sky, but tonight, a different kind of drama unfolds high above. Disaster strikes, a vital component breaks free, a tiny piece of metal tumbling into the void.
Something's wrong, I can't control her.
The capsule, once a beacon of progress, now drifts erratically, its fate sealed by a flashing red light.
Capsule is out of control, sir. Component 24-3B has broken loose. Condition red.
Panic erupts in the control room as the devastating reality sets in. John Jameson's capsule is doomed to crash. A desperate attempt to catch the falling capsule with a steel net fails, a complete miss. But unbeknownst to the worried faces below, a better way exists, observed by a keen pair of eyes.
There's only one person who can save John Jameson.
New York City's night is alive with a thrumming energy, a lap. New York's neon glow bleeds into the Inkai sky, but beneath it, a desperate race against time unfolds.
The capsule is getting lower every second. I've got to reach a jet fast.
Alt, identify yourself.
No time for that now.
With a blur of red and blue, the wall crawler seizes an unlikely ally and a swift escape into the heavens.
I'll probably be grounded forever for doing this, Spider-Man. But I got a hunch that if anyone can save that poor Joker, you're the guy. Here comes the capsule now, but we could never catch it.
We don't have to catch it.
A daring gambit, a leap of faith between the skyscraper peaks, as gravity itself becomes his adversary.
Wait, what are you gonna do? I've got to hitch a ride on that thing as it passes by. This will be my first and last chance. If it doesn't work, look out below.
New York City, a concrete jungle ablaze with a million lights. But tonight, a desperate struggle unfolds against the howling wind.
Here goes, I hit it. Mustn't let go. Ugh, I've got to pull myself up, fighting against all this wind resistance.
His superhuman strength strains against the gale, every fiber pushed to its absolute limit.
Even my strength can just barely do it. There, I reached it.
But the reprieve is short-lived as a new crisis emerges.
But now, the capsule is losing altitude dangerously. Can I attach the missing unit in time?
The fate of the capsule and perhaps much more hangs precariously in the balance as the city watches, or rather does not. New York City, a concrete jungle pulsating with life and teeming with danger. Tonight, the shadows hold a desperate struggle.
What a lucky break. It fit in place as smooth as silk.
And within the capsule, a desperate gamble was made, a fragile hope offered.
Capsule under manual control again. We'll eject, shoot, and land immediately.
Against all odds, a small victory. Safety secured, a breath held in relief.
He's safe, I did it.
But in this city, peace is fleeting. The fight for survival is far from over. New York City, a concrete jungle bathed in the harsh glow of neon and the indifferent gaze of the moon. But tonight, a different kind of shadow is falling over its citizens.
It was all a plot by Spider-Man to steal the spotlight from my son. I accused Spider-Man himself of sabotaging the capsule so that the guidance unit would fall off. Spider-Man unlawfully broke into a military base and commandeered a plane by force. Then, by means of a grandstand play, he tried to make a hero of himself, but he caused an important missile test to fail and set our space program back by many weeks. I repeat, Spider-Man is a menace to America.
And in the echo of his words, a dangerous truth begins to fester.
Spider-Man ought to be run out of the country, and how?
Oh dear, I certainly hope they find that horrible Spider-Man and lock him up before he can do any harm.
Across the city, suspicion breeds fear and whispers turn to shouts. A wanted poster, a stark black and white accusation, now taunts the hero.
What do I do now? How can I prove I'm not dangerous? How can I convince people that I wasn't responsible for the failure of that capsule? Everything I do as Spider-Man seems to turn out wrong. What good is my fantastic power if I cannot use it?
Cornered, misunderstood, the web slinger grapples with a profound question. Must he become the monster they believe him to be?
Or must I be forced to become what they accuse me of being? Must I really become a menace? Perhaps that is the only course left for me.
As a lonely boy broods, isolated by the very society he fights to protect, the fate of that society hangs precariously in the balance. What will his decision be? New York City, a concrete jungle alive with the pulse of a million lives, now plunges into the shadows of a sinister threat. Tonight, the game is set for a clash of identities, a war of deception. Spider-Man versus the Chameleon. How do you fight an enemy who is everyone and no one? A master of disguise, a phantom in plain sight.
All right, Chameleon. Let's see if you can change your face faster than I change my mind.
The Spider-Man, driven by an unyielding determination, vows to unmask the truth, no matter the dangerous price. But this is more than just a battle of wits and webs. In this very tale, prepare for an extra bonus. Witness the arrival of America's most sensational, most spectacular team of super adventurers, the Fantastic Four. The stage is set, the players are poised. But will it be the hero or the chameleon who ultimately claims victory in the heart of the city? New York City, a concrete jungle pulsating with life, where shadows play tricks and heroes are born from the most unexpected places.
Say, why didn't I think of it before? There's the way I can make some money by joining the Fantastic Four. They'll probably jump at the chance to have a teenager with superpowers working with them. It'll be a natural.
But even the best plans can hit a snag, a mechanical glitch in the grand design of ambition.
Here's their private elevator, but the blamed thing isn't working. Oh, I forgot. It can only be operated by one of the four using a special electronic beam. Well, that won't stop Spider-Man. Forcing a couple of locked doors open is mere child's play for heck. I didn't figure the elevator would be above me. No room to climb past it.
Minutes later, a new perspective unfolds, a testament to ingenuity and the refusal to be defeated by a simple obstacle.
Well, there's more than one way to skin a cat. I should have thought of this right away. They'll probably be twice as impressed when they see how easily I get into their private skyscraper headquarters. Here goes nothing.
Down below, a flicker of movement, a blur of red and blue, a web-slinging specter aiming for the heart of their domain.
It's the Spider-Man, he's head on that. What a bonus I'll get for this shot. Straight out of the Fantastic Four's quarters. Web like a human spider.
Deep within the Fantastic Four's stronghold, an alarm shatters the calm, a digital scream of intrusion, signaling that the game has truly begun.
The alarm, someone is trying to sneak in. He must be some kinda nut to think he can take us by surprise.
New York City, a concrete jungle alive with pulsing energy and shadowed corners, where even the smallest window can be a gateway to chaos.
There's his picture on our viewplate, it's Spider-Man. Why didn't he phone for an appointment like anyone else? 'Cause he's a teenage cornball show-off, just like the Torch.
But the wisecracking hero, ever the opportunist, sees a breach in the system and seizes his chance.
How obliging of them to leave a window open for me. This is a breeze. Activate Defense Measure B, just to be safe. Greetings, group. You shouldn't make it so easy for people to drop in on ya.
Their trap sprung, a transparent cage descends, intended to ensnare the agile hero.
Got news for you, loudmouth, it ain't that easy. Wah, a plexiglass cage dropped from the ceiling. This gizmo may keep out the riff-raff, gruesome, but it's a joke to me. That device cost us thousands if you wreck it. Don't worry, Rubberface, this squirt's gonna be taught some manners right now. Oh, ya big ape, who do you think you're pushing around?
But beneath the tough exterior, Spider-Man wields a strength that defies his size, leaving his attackers reeling from an unexpected blow.
Did you forget you're messing with a guy who has the proportionate strength of a spider? For crying out. That's what I get for pulling my punch on account of his size.
Now hold it, son, we don't want to fight with any strangers, at least not till we know what we're fighting about.
Who's fighting? Just consider this a little exhibition.
New York skyscrapers pierce the night, a concrete jungle where danger lurks in every shadow. A sudden threat, invisible and swift, ensnares our hero.
Who tossed that rope? Don't see anyone. Wait, IT must be the invisible girl. Flame on. He's got me in a circle of flame. Well, I'll just jump over that clown's little trap. Okay, that's it. No more fun and games, fella. Someone might get hurt. Now, suppose you tell US what you're here for. I came up here to join up with you. I want to be a member of the Fantastic Four, so I thought I'd give you a demonstration of what I can do. How much does the job pay? I figure I'm worth your top salary.
I knew IT, you made a mistake, Spider-Man. We're a non-profit organization. We pay no salaries or bonuses. Any profit we make goes into scientific research. You came to the wrong place, pal. This isn't General Motors. We just keep enough money to pay our expenses. Besides, aren't you wanted by the police? This isn't Outlaws Anonymous.
I might have known you're just like all the rest, ready to believe the worst of anyone. Okay, keep me out of your group. Who needs you? I'll make you guys look like pikers.
Rebuffed and misunderstood, the web-slinger lashes out, a solitary force against an indifferent city. New York City, a metropolis of dreams and shadows, where desperation breeds opportunity and danger lurks in every alley. Across town, a dark figure, the chameleon, meticulously plans his next move, weaving a web of deception.
With my multi-pocket disguise vest, it will be an easy matter for the chameleon to become you, friend janitor.
Minutes later, the illusion is complete, granting him access to a seemingly impenetrable defense installation.
So far so good. Disguised as the janitor, it was easy to gain access to this restricted area. And now another fast change, and I will take the identity of Professor Newton.
The chameleon revels in his cunning, his ego soaring with the belief that he is untouchable.
Nothing can stop the chameleon. With the right disguise, I can steal anything from anywhere unchallenged.
Meanwhile, the city buzzes with rumors of Spider-Man, his visit to the Fantastic Four sparking wild speculation.
The entire city is wondering why Spider-Man visited the Fantastic Four today. No comment, says the FF.
The press sensationalizes, painting a picture of a hero desperate for a payday, a narrative the chameleon intends to exploit.
I think Spider-Man's visit is of interest to the chameleon too. Yes, indeed, very interesting.
With a cunning plan set in motion, the chameleon prepares to frame the web-slinger, a perfect fall guy for his illicit endeavors.
There's only one reason Spider-Man would want to join the Fantastic Four. Being sought by the police, there is no way for him to earn a legitimate living. He must be desperate for money, and this is where I come in. Spider-Man will make a perfect fall guy for me. When I steal the second half of these missile defense plans, I'll have him put the police off my trail.
New York City at night, a chaotic symphony of the urban jungle where shadows conceal hidden agendas.
Spider-Man has the powers and instincts of a spider, so I will send him a message that only his spider senses will be able to pick up. Calling Spider-Man, meet me on the roof of the Lark building at 10 tonight. It will be very profitable for you.
Miles away, a different kind of instinct stirs, a precognitive tremor in the mind of a young hero.
Someone is trying to contact Spider-Man. I can sense the frequency waves, but who? Well, no matter who it is, I can't afford to pass up a chance for profit.
Almost time for me to take over the elevator night shift.
Yes, it is time, but not for you for the chameleon. I'll relieve you now.
It's about time I'm bushed.
The deception is complete, a meticulously crafted illusion within the narrow confines of an elevator.
So far my timetable is running right to the split second.
H, how did you get in? W, what do you want?
Those missile defense plans which you're holding.
I can't believe it. You a traitor.
Wait, my web will keep you a prisoner until I can escape. This artificial web isn't as strong as Spider-Man's real one, but no one will notice the difference.
New York City's concrete canyon, a symphony of 1,000 dreams and 1,000,000 dangers, plays out under the cloak of night. But the night is suddenly shattered by a desperate plea, a cry for help echoing through the steel and glass.
Help police, Spider-Man's heading for the roof with stolen plans.
He finally broke free. Good, it's all going according to plan. Here's my ship, I can't fail now. I'll be gone just before the real Spider-Man gets here. I'm sorry I won't be there to hear. Spider-Man tried to talk himself out of my trap.
Strange that helicopter must have just left the roof I'm heading for. I wonder who sent for me. Nobody is waiting on the roof.
Look, there he is. Freeze, Spider-Man. We want those secret plans you stole.
Plans? Stole? I'm beginning to smell a rat. I don't know what this is all about, but nobody's framming me for anything. What a fool I was. The message was a trick to pin A.
New York City, a concrete jungle pulsating with energy, a canvas of shadows where heroes and villains collide. Our web-slinging marvel, Spider-Man, knows that to catch his speeding quarry, He needs a start that's as electrifying as the city itself. The chase is on, a blur of motion crossing the vast expanse of the sea, but our hero is already reaching his destination. Even a sudden plunge into the water won't stop him. A parachute of webbing and a swift descent to a waiting motorboat below, he's not defeated yet. Minutes later, the opportune moment arrives. A plane descends, met by a surfacing red submarine, but a strategically placed web has jammed their escape.
Our hatch is jammed, it won't open. How will we get the plans, comrade?
Now to find out who framed me, Spider-Man.
But how? I can't shake him off no matter how I maneuver. Forget the plans we've been seen. Submerge. He ripped off the door with his bare hands.
End of the line for you, Kami. Head this ship towards shore, and I mean now.
With the villains apprehended and the stolen plans secured, Spider-Man has once again saved the day, leaving the city to slumber, unaware of the perils averted. New York's skyline glitters, but danger lurks in its shadowed canyons. The police corner their quarry, the elusive chameleon, on a rooftop.
Here's the guy you're looking for, the guy who stole those plans and impersonated me. Before they know what happened, I'll have taken a new disguise and be free.
He can't get out of the building. All exits are guarded. Search every room.
Let them search. I knew this disguise would come in handy. Who would ever suspect a policeman?
But even as the chameleon believes he's safe, a silent guardian watches.
That tingle I feel. My quarry is close within striking distance.
He's wise to me. If I can just pull this fuse, one of these cops must be a phony.
He's doused the lights, but that won't stop me. I can still sense him in the dark. I'll just shoot my web over. Oh, no. I'm all out of the special fluid.
Stranded in the darkness, without his webs, Spider-Man faces his most cunning foe yet. New York City, a concrete jungle under the shroud of night, where desperate chases unfold in the labyrinthine alleys.
Gotta reach that exit before he does. This is the fastest way.
A fleeting figure, a shadow among shadows, it's him. The chameleon attempting a final, desperate escape under a sudden surge of light.
8, grab him, it's the chameleon disguised as Spider-Man again.
What? Oh no, you don't.
You're not gonna fool us that way a second time.
Wait, he's lying. I am Spider-Man.
In a burst of raw power, Spider-Man breaks free from the startled officers, a blur of righteous fury against the cityscape.
Look at him go up that wall. He was the real Spider-Man. And within minutes, catch him they do. Blast it. Here he is, Captain. I spotted him by his torn uniform. I must have ripped it in my scuffle with Spider-Man. I could see his other disguise beneath it.
As the chameleon is led away, a solitary figure fades into the silent night, weighed down by the burden of his extraordinary powers.
Nothing turns out right. Sob. I wish I had never gotten my superpowers.
Later, as the city's late editions reveal a nation grappling with the enigma of Spider-Man, powerful minds ponder his unpredictable path, leaving us to wonder. And the whole world will have to wonder until our next great issue. Don't miss it, the end.